It's another week. It's another session of Cooking Kids. Yes, it's still me. I'm wearing a mask because I am not in my space. Hey, I decided to go out at the Zaminis. You know why? Because I needed to drink from this fountain of knowledge. As she sits next to me, Mrs. J. Zamini.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, this woman, she is super amazing. She is a mother, she's a wife, she's a social worker, she is a parenting expert, and she's an author of this amazing book, the book that is going to be our focus for this conversation. Welcome to Cooking Kids.
Thank you so much.
So let's just briefly go back. Talk us about this book. This book, you say it's for the teens, but also the parents of the teens. Why is that? Why is it such a critical tool?
Okay. The reason why I wrote this book is because as a society, I feel like usually when our kids get to teenagehood, we don't know how to deal with them. People get scared, parents start overreacting, and also the teens at that time, they are going through their own changes. So I wanted to give them a tool to say, this is something that you can read. These are some of the changes that you are going to go through. How should you navigate them when they happen? And also for the parents to remember that, okay, it's normal to ask questions when you are a teenager. It does not mean that my child is being disrespectful or they are fighting with me. So this is a tool for both parents and teens, and also bearing in mind that some of us as adults, we never took the time to heal from our childhood hurts. So we will just continue that cycle with our kids. If they used to beat you, you think that it's okay to beat your child because you've never taken the time to reflect and say, oh, what kind of parent am I? What kind of parent do I want to be? And is it really working for my kids and myself?
So quite an interesting insight, an offering for both parent and a child in one book. You don't even have to buy a book for each, two different books. No. So one of the things that I found interesting is you talk about unlearning that we need to do as parents. What do you mean by that?
I believe that all of us, honestly, I think that after when the new democracy came in, we were supposed to go for counseling. Because most of us, we grew up in toxic environments, whether it was within your family home or from outside. And those things affected who we are and how we see things. They also affected how we parent. I'll just give one example. Some of us, we were taught that marriage is the ultimate goal. So if you never took the time to really ask, why was marriage so important? Why is it so important? Why should it define who I am? You are going to raise your kids in the same way, pressurizing them to be married. And if they are not interested, it's going to be another issue. The other example, we used to grow up where girls were expected to do house chores when boys are not. That's something that we need to unlearn, because there is a friend of mine, she always say, knowing how to do house chores is a human skills. It's not about women or men. Everyone should be able to cook, everyone should be able to do laundry, because we need those skills.
So what's been the feedback like as far as this book is concerned? And are you looking at doing a second one, perhaps?
The feedback has been so amazing, it has been beyond what I thought. So for some of the young people, most of them, they are saying that they feel that someone is really seeing and understanding what they are going through. Because sometimes that's all you want, for someone to say, I hear you, I see you, I understand. I might not have the solutions, but at least I understand that you are going through 1, 2, 3. For the parents also, it's helping some of them to go back to their childhood and remember some of the things that has happened and they never really dealt with it. And it's a great conversation starter. I remember one of the mothers was saying that one of the lessons says that parents are humans too. Just because they are old, it does not mean they know better. So her child was like, yeah, I like this lesson, mommy. Just because you are old, it does not mean you know better. And which is the truth. And there is nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes as parents, we pressure ourselves. We want to be these experts. We want to be so perfect. But the truth is that as you are parenting your kids, you are also growing. You are also learning.
True. Unfortunately, we don't have the whole day. We can actually talk the whole day about this book, about parenting, but Mrs. J. Dlamini can be reached on various social platforms, which are?
I'm Joey Dlamini on Instagram and also Facebook. I recently joined Twitter, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Guys, this technology, it's a lot.
Social media is just a different animal.
No, it's a lot. So I'm more active on Instagram. And also, if you want to contact me, my cell phone number, it's 071-868-9527. But when you are contacting me, it will be about the book and the counseling services that I give to both parents and children.
So yes, I have brought you that well of knowledge. I brought it to you. I left my home in this cold weather just for you. Here it is. So get in contact with her for more details, for more assistance. Here is the help that we all need at some stage in our lives as parents. So remember, until we meet again, always love the ones that you hold dear to yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye.